In an article published December 24th of last year by the Washington Post, Merrimack, New Hampshire was one of the 7 locations named for a new ICE detention center showed by internal DHS documents.
A warehouse in Merrimack has been named as a possible immigration processing site.
The Washington Post reported last week that the small town with an outsized corporate and industrial footprint could be the location of an immigrant detainee processing facility.
Local and state officials, including Governor Kelly Ayotte, said at the time that they had no knowledge of these plans.
We don't know if it's coming or not.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think this whole discussion about it, to me, is at this point a speculative discussion because we have not been notified that that's happening. Our Department of Safety is in contact with the Department of Department of Homeland Security all the time, and we haven't heard any notification of that.
Merrimack's town manager told the Globe they found out about this plan from the Washington Post report.
Town officials say they've received no information about any such plans. State reps like Janine Nodder say they're getting lots of questions based on the initial report.
We don't know where they got that information from. It's all hearsay at this point.
On January 8th, a day after the murder of Renee Good, hundreds of concerned citizens gathered outside of Merrimack Town Hall in protest of the planned facility.
I am out here in Merrimack, New Hampshire, where a large protest against Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE, is coming together as we speak, just one day after the summary killing of a U.S. citizen in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
On February 3rd, in an article from NHPR, it was revealed that the Department of Homeland Security was in fact in communication with New Hampshire's Department of Natural and Cultural Resources Division of Historical Resources, citing a letter from ICE representatives dated January 9th thanks to the ACLU of New Hampshire's public records request. Since this information has been made public, Governor Ayotte has put out a statement asking for the public's opinion on the facility.
What's most important here, Adam, is what does the local community think? The elected officials there, what are the impacts for the town of Merrimack? There's obviously going to be additional public safety resources when you have a facility like that. Does it make sense? That's why there needs to be more transparency here. Let me just tell you, we don't even know what it is yet. I mean, in terms of what they're going to do, I would just ask, and I said this the other day, I don't think the administration is handling this properly, that they should let people know, let people weigh in.
On Thursday, February 5th, House Republicans blocked a bill put forth by House Democratic leader Alexis Simpson, which would have allowed towns to register a formal vote in opposition to federal projects like the planned ICE facility in Merrimack, allowing cities and towns to stop the issuing of permits for building projects.
The only thing that this legislation would do is give our towns and cities an opportunity to choose whether or not they want these facilities in their community.
So, after all this came out, the person chosen to take the fall for this debacle was Sarah Stewart, the Commissioner of Natural and Cultural Resources, who is now resigning. Which is kind of weird, seeing as according to her, she wasn't even the one corresponding with DHS.
She faced criticism from the Executive Council last week over allegedly not being aware of a Department of Homeland Security filing with her department regarding plans for an ICE processing center at 50 Robert Milligan Parkway in Merrimack.
So yeah, by all accounts, absolutely no one has taken responsibility for approving this facility, a literal warehouse that they want to convert into a migrant prison. The amount of permitting and planning to pull that off would be astronomical to keep under wraps. So, what exactly were they trying to do by hiding this from the citizens of Merrimack, New Hampshire? Perhaps they knew that there was no chance in hell of locals approving a project like this?
Keep ICE out! 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 Keep ICE out!
So, what happens next, and what can we do about this? Well, you can always call your local reps and tell them exactly what you think about this, and I highly encourage you to do so. In addition to that, there's been a website set up by the residents of Merrimack to keep track of all the updates on the status of the proposed prison. So, what we all need to do right now is raise awareness about all this fuckery, call our reps, go out and protest, and vote out these politicians that think they can get away with blatantly lying to us. We aren't stupid. We know exactly what ICE is doing, and the people of New Hampshire want absolutely no part in the fascist lunatics' mass deportation project. So spread the word. I'll see you guys out there. Hey, my name is Kyle, and I'm just a random dude working a 9 to 5 while also doing my best to cover the things happening now that matter the most to me. This show is about facts as well as my opinion on them, which I think I tend to differentiate pretty well. Long story short, I'm not interested in any sort of sponsorships or advertising, so the only way this channel grows is with you. Like and share this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to see the latest. If you want to go the extra mile, you can tip at the link below. Thanks for watching.